Hi, everybody. I hope you had a good weekend. I want you to know that we love you, we miss you, and we're praying for you. This week, we're going to look at the life of Israel's second king, David. David was a man after God's own heart. One characteristic that David displayed as he pursued God's heart was obedience. But before we get more into obedience, I want to give you a quick snapshot of David's life. He started out as a shepherd in his father's fields, but then as we go through his rags to riches story, if you will, we see him slaying a giant, which we know as David and Goliath, running from a king to avoid death, murder, adultery, war. There are a lot of things that kind of shaped and made David into the king that we know. No matter what David came across or came up against, he was always obedient to God in everything that he did. Because of this, God called David a man of his own heart when Samuel told Saul in 1 Samuel chapter 13, verse 14, "The Lord has sought out a man after his own heart and appointed him ruler of his people." One thing that David found out is that true blessings come from being obedient to God. James chapter 1, lesson 25 says, "Whoever looks intently into the perfect law that gives freedom and continues in it, not forgetting what they have heard, but doing it, they will be blessed in what they do." Now, David did become king because of the obedience to God throughout his life. He placed the will of God above any of his thoughts and desires. David's whole heart was devoted to God's commands. I hope this last passage that I'm going to read acts as a prayer this week as we seek after God's heart through obedience. Psalm 119 verse 34 says, "Give me understanding so that I may keep your law and obey it with all my heart." This week, please take some time to kind of pause and take a moment to kind of reflect and see if there's ways that we can find and seek after God's heart through obedience. Thank you. You guys have a wonderful week. Thank you.